All right, family. Black Power is the true power with General Sarah Soon said he kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. It's going down tomorrow. Everybody know. If you did not know, we decided to do the lecture, the live stream, right on the wicked day of Halloween. We just gonna come right on in and give you what you need. You see what I'm saying? The Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas Sinister connection. We starting off with that fire early in the holidays. You know, I know you niggas got your masks already. Yeah, grown ass niggas out there, y'all already went to the dollar store, got your masks and shit. You gonna be out there trick or treating. You know what I'm saying? You know, right along, and won't even have the kids with you, nigga. You just going out there on your own. No, you see, but we have to bring the truth of what this is, this season. You see, and you know, it's a very sinister. And see, the thing is, the truth is out there. You niggas, you know, the truth is out there. Nobody gonna drop it like the general though. Flat out. You feel me? I've been doing this one strong now for almost, it's been about damn near 10. It's been damn near 10, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, the further I go in, I say, damn, you know what I'm saying? It just never fails that, you know, more information, you know, pops up, you know, about these sinister ass holidays. You see, and a lot of people don't know how closely connected that they are. The link right down in the video description is right in it's in the chat also. You can click that link. We're going to start around 6:30. Yeah. But see, if people, when they see Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas, somehow they think that, you know, those are, you know, different holidays, and they not. One leads to the next. One leads to the next. And I'm going to show you. It's nothing but gates that they, you know, that they go through. And it's a smooth transition. You see, it's a very smooth transition. Halloween is the end of summer. You see, you don't understand this. You know, these cave people, they love the winter. You see? Yeah, Winter Olympics and shit. And yeah, they can't wait. They can't wait so they can put their lights out for all their holidays. Halloween, goddamn Christmas, goddamn Thanksgiving. They're going to have lights out for all them motherfuckers. You see, but one leads to the other. You see, and so we know that the veil is thinning. It started thinning, but you got to understand, don't let them fool you. They give you dates and shit. It was thinning, goddamn it, at the fall equinox. When the sun fell, it was thinning then. You see? You know, the sun is on, you know, this is the war in heaven that they talk about. That, you thinking about some goddamn archangels, and that's just metaphorical. And that's why I had to break that shit down to you when they talk about the war in heaven. You talking about the war between night and day. You see, and you know, when you get to the fall of the sun, the equinox, then night becomes longer, day becomes shorter. So at this time, the sun, you know, is losing. Is considered to be losing in this hemisphere, but yet and still in the southern hemisphere is just the reverse. You see, but you know, we not in the southern hemisphere. We're in the northern hemisphere, and that's very crucial. You see, that's very crucial because in these times, you know, they've been in these parts for their conception, you know, and so you know, a lot of mythology has arisen around these parts and during these times. You know, when the sun falls, ain't no goddamn, and a lot of people think because they're just like, you know, when they get to Christmas and shit, and people say they celebrating the birth of Jesus. Ain't no goddamn Jesus. No, they celebrating the birth of the goat. That's what they celebrating. They celebrating the birth of the goat. which we get into. You see, they, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no birth. Yeah, you know, the sun dies on the 21st in allegory, but on the 22nd arises the goat. You see what I'm saying? Arises the goat in the house of Saturn. You see, and so we're gonna get off into that. That's what they celebrate. You see, and we eat even they Thanksgiving. I'm gonna show you all the symbols and that they got your babies in there. They be making their little, and I did it when I was young, but I didn't know the science and symbols. You be in there making your little Thanksgiving, you know, art and shit, and yeah, you be getting all your little leaves and yeah, your little acorns and shit and this, that, and the third. But yeah, that's just symbolisms of deities and entities that you don't know about because it's not your culture. It's not your culture. And so, yeah, it's crazy. You see? What's up, Winston? What's up, family? Yeah, that's family come right on in. Yeah, we're going to get on them tomorrow. All my family that's on the YouTube, if you're a member, I think if you're bossing up, shit, you know what I'm saying? You know, all you had to do is come right here and it'll be playing right here for you on Sarah Soon Said. If you're on my Patreon, if you're intermediate scribe and up, it's there. It's there for you. You feel me? You know, and this is a lot of, you know, and like I say, we got more coming up. And as we move forward, we're gonna get deeper and deeper now. You see, this is the beginning right here, and we're gonna focus on Halloween more so than Thanksgiving and Christmas, but we're gonna show a clear procession of holidays. You see what I'm saying? And you have to ask yourself the question. Even when you look at it, you ask yourself the question: why is most of the Caucasians' holidays in the fall and in the winter? When you look at his major holiday, they in the fall and the winter. They got a couple in the summertime. You see what I'm saying? Not many, but the majority of the major holidays. You see what I'm saying? When they're talking about coming to that paper, you see right there, Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas, and you looking right there at, you know, probably the three top right there. You see what I'm saying? You looking at, you know, three tops right there. If they not, they three of the top five. And they in there one way or another. You see, but then when you look at New Year's, you look at Mardi Gras, you look at St. Patrick's Day, all of them is either in the either in the fall or in the winter. And and that's is a reason. You see, and this is their season. This is in this hemisphere. You know, all of the crazy shit, you know, that and see, we thinking that, you know, because you know the Santa Claus shit is really, and it's smothered in occultism. But see, they kind of, you know, they kind of smoothed it out with Santa Claus a little bit, just a little bit, but it's still there up under there. If you got the right you know, the scholar that gonna peel that orange, and I'm gonna peel it for you. You feel me? Without a doubt, I'm gonna do that. You see, but if you go before Santa Claus, see, with Santa Claus, they, you know, America becoming a capitalistic society where it's about marketing, it's about advertisement and shit. They knew they couldn't sell it like it came over from Europe. You know what I'm saying? Because most of the, you know, during the winter time, and it's just a short, you know, tidbit that during the winter time, you know, it's a lot of motherfuckers didn't make it. You know what I'm saying? They would lose a lot of people in Sinister Claus. Yeah, they would lose a lot of people. You see what I'm saying? In that cold. You know what I'm saying? You know, from from the elders to down to the children. You see what I'm saying? Food is not there. That fucking cold is lethal. You see what I'm saying? And so they would have demons and shit. But see, it came with the frost and shit that would come and, you know, take motherfuckers and shit. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at the entities that preceded Santa Claus, you see majority, and they clean them up a little bit. But you see a lot of them, they come with that switch and shit. They ain't coming, they just got a couple of gifts up under the goddamn tree. It wasn't looked at as, a time where children would be happy. Majority of them other entities that preceded Santa Claus, they were shaking in their goddamn boots for them damn times. They wasn't happy that winter had come around because they had so many goddamn evil entities. But it's symbolic of that cold and the shit that existed out there. Most motherfuckers, they coming in the house. You see what I'm saying? That's why on a lot of them damn spooky movies and shit, where they out in that cold and shit, them motherfuckers coming in. You hear them motherfuckers beating on the door, your ass you in the cabin shaking like a motherfucker, and that motherfucker on there, boom, boom, boom. You see what I'm saying? That's where a lot of these stories come from. These are, when you think about these horror movies, they ain't just make these motherfucking movies. These stories are old stories that then came over with them. You see what I'm saying? And from Europe. You see what and that's real. And so we're gonna talk about, Krampus. We're gonna talk about Frau Percher. One is the disemboweler. You see, you can go on goddamn Tubi and shit and watch the one they call the Mother Krampus. Man, listen, Frau Percher, Krampus would take off running, fucking with a Frau Percher. You see what I'm saying? Shit, yeah. Krampus don't want none of Frau Percher. You see what I'm saying? The disemboweler. You see, she catch you and cut your motherfucking intestines out and stuff it with goddamn trash and shit. And yeah, I say, God damn, what kind of stories is these motherfuckers? You know what I'm saying? So you got a lot of witches and shit that they didn't, over there in Europe where they didn't motherfucking intertwined. And you'll think to yourself, well, how do you see Santa chilling with, they got another witch coming out of Italy, but what's her name? Befana, another witch. And so they intertwined, so they got Santa sitting up there. I say, well, what the fuck? But see, the thing is, the witch came before Santa Claus. You see, when America became, so they intertwined it. And so a lot of these motherfuckers preceded Santa Claus. You see what I'm saying? And that's real. And so, when you get and peel this motherfucker, it just got to looking like it looked. Even for a long time, they were still working on it, because when it first got over here, it had that old a carnival aspect. You know what I'm saying? Where they, and this is at Christmas time. See, a lot of people, this is why I say the Halloween, the Thanksgiving, the Christmas, see, they used to dress up at Christmas too. You see, they used to have the mask on. Yeah, that's why the Puritans banned Christmas when it first came, because it was carnival. It was like Mardi Gras. You see what I'm saying? They'd be out there high and drunk and shit and fighting and shit and all kind of shit, ruckus and shit. They would, the parades and shit, and they would have a mask on and shit, because in them times, when we talk about the thinning of this damn veil, a lot of time motherfucking ancestors that they done dogged and shit while, they was living had, they would come to the earth. If you didn't do them right, they'll come back and get your ass. That's why when you watch Ebenezer Scrooge and shit, Yeah, they would come back, Ebenezer Scrooge and the motherfucker come back and haunt his ass and shit, this, that, and the third. So they would put on masks so that their ancestors' spirits couldn't recognize them and shit. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, and so they did that during the carnival was across the board. You know what I'm saying? Thanksgiving is something that just fairly more recent. You know what I'm saying? But still, it's there. You know what I'm saying? Because when you look at, and I'm just giving you, and I'm about to move on because I listen. It's gonna be powerful, family, and as we move through the season, like I'm gonna touch on it a little bit for the Thanksgiving just to show you. But when Thanksgiving come, man, I got a powerful one. We're gonna zoom in on that part. And then when we get on down into Christmas, we're gonna zoom in on that part. You see, and then we got the New Year's, and believe me, it's so deep and it's so much information. You have to cut it up like that because each one of them is uniquely, you got its own mysteries, and each one is like gates that you go through, and you have to, and they all connected all the way to Mardi Gras now, all the way to Mardi Gras. You see, because Halloween and Mardi Gras is the most like the old ways, the carnival, and that Mama's Day, which is in Philadelphia on New Year's Day. See, that's that one too. You saw Halloween and Mama's Day, and it's all there. Even in Thanksgiving, when you think about the Macy Day Parade, it's the largest parade, carnival, the floats and shit, all the regalia, that's carnival and shit. You see, so it's, they just ain't, they ain't out there like they normally would be. You know what I'm saying? Because, Halloween and Mardi Gras, Mama's Day, you might see all type of wickedry out there. You're going to see the wickedry. You understand what I'm saying? Halloween and Mardi Gras, Mama's Day, they're going to bring out the wickedry. They ain't going to even hold it up. You understand what I'm saying? You liable to see any motherfucking thing out there. You understand what I'm saying? On them parades and shit. You don't want to go. You understand? It's no place because they done went back to the old country where they come from. You feel me? And so there's no place for you because your eyes and shit might set ablaze from the poison that you might see out there. So believe me, family, if you go to generalseti.ticketleap.com, I got the lectures in there already. I got all my, man, listen here. I got so much fire. I'm like, I got to get it. This going to be the year where I just, you understand, I wield the mighty sword. And I guarantee you, when you come up out of this season, it can be no doubt that, you know what I'm saying, I got you together all the way. You feel me? You could just go from gate to gate to gate, and you can break this shit down to anybody with the facts and send them to the goddamn references, send them to the research to back it up. You see what I'm saying? So I want you in the house, family. Click that link. Tomorrow we're going to start, at around 6:30, and I'm going to be popping. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to hold you just enough so like this nigga ain't playing no games, that you might as well get ready for the next one because it's in the dock. And the one after that is in the dock, and we're gonna ride this shit all the way through to New Year's, and then we'll wait, and then we'll come back in for Lupercalia. We're gonna come back in for Lupercalia, and which is Valentine's Day, and then we're gonna come in with Mardi Gras, the queen of all the poison. You see, that's the one they gonna end the season with. You see what I'm saying? So, family, I want to thank you. We just getting started tonight. I just wanted to put this up for the family. Let them know we in the house. Click that link and have your behind, front, and center tomorrow. 6:30. We might, I might get started at 6:00, depending on, how I'm feeling. You feel me? So I just want to give you an opportunity to get home. You understand what I'm saying? And settle down, and we gonna get started. And I guarantee you, it's gonna be a blast. Don't go nowhere. We just getting started this evening. This is General Sarah Suicide saying, "Hey, arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast. Daily liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power."